down a notch.
Sure.
A little bit, but as a deck, it has very solid options to get you to the high play points very quickly, and then you just have whatever you want to support that. And it is possible.
You can literally play whatever you want because you're getting ahead of your opponent, like you said, in play points, and you get to do whatever. How do you want to control the board? What threats do you want to play? How do you want the game to go?
All right, Noxious versus Alliestrasza, and here we go. They're doing their mulligans. Oh man, what
both hands look great.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the Andrialphus, but on the play means it's a little bit more sticky. The big card here to watch out for is that 2 play point 1/2 Andrialphus. When you evolve it, it gives all the other followers in your hand the effect, last word, draw a card.
Last word, of course, when that follower gets destroyed, then the action happens. And yeah, Andrialphus is the new draw engine for the deck. The more of them you see, the better. Yeah. It used to be like, okay, this only evolves and gets +1/+1 in stats, and as we've seen, other followers get +2/+2. Is that really worth it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One thing that I'm really liking out of Alliestrasza's deck is she's got the perfect turn 2, turn 3 play for Dragon. You ramp, and then you Rahab.
And perfect. Same thing with Noxious. He's got the 2-drop into the Skull Ring to maximize his board. He doesn't have the Prince Catacomb yet. And, you know, that's one of those, like, back-breaking plays. Prince Catacomb being a card that says all of your followers in play get last words, summon a skeleton, a 1/1 when they get destroyed. So.
Basically, the tokens even become more tokens.
Right.
All the followers become tokens, and it just gives you such strong board presence.
And the Smack Talk.
Did she drop the Smack Talk?
The Smack Talk.
Wow. She's feeling pretty. I would feel pretty confident with it. You got Draconic Fervor on the next
just ramped
turn,
in
too.
Rob on turn 3. This is good.
Yeah. Now, Bellows is probably one of the best cards to grab in this scenario because it does so much damage to the follower. Its last word effect says, when it is destroyed, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower. Rahab is the only one there. It's actually pretty efficient and is able to remove the threat.
That's right. Now, Alliestrasza has actually got some really nice tech cards in her deck. We've seen Star Phoenix go to work against a lot of different decks. That's a 3 play point 2/2 with Rush, meaning it can attack the turn you play it. And if it's destroyed after you play a spell, you get it right back in your hand.
So, as a player with a lot of experience behind your belt, do you prioritize taking down the Andrialphus before it evolves? Or do you prioritize something like Ramp?
It's weird, right? Because you don't necessarily want to do that, right? Because it's the follower in play that does let them draw a card. And it looks like Alliestrasza knows. I would have taken it out, yes, because you don't want that to evolve. If it evolves, it means that Shadowcraft hand that's exponential, right? That Shadowcraft hand that has 4 now 5 cards could mean 10 cards in total value if it got to evolve.
The reanimate for the Skull Ring brought it
back.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
That's the perfect scenario for Noxious.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's why Skull Ring is amazing. So not only does it put 2 1/1 followers into play, but it gives you a 2-drop back. If it just so happens to be Andrialphus, you get it back for your evolution turns.
The Reanimate is a specific line for Shadowcraft, which is a class that Noxious is playing. And Reanimate says any follower that's been destroyed with a certain set cost, it will bring one of them back randomly. It just happened to choose between Bellis and Andrialphus. It chose Andrialphus.
Alliestrasza just drew a turtle.
Turtles.
We've got turtles.
Turtles are great.
We've got turtles.
From what I know and from what I've seen, turtles are where it's at.
I like turtles.
I do too.
Yeah, turtles are great.
This is actually a pretty. This card, doesn't see a lot of play the Dragon Warrior, but it's got a pretty strong evolve play.
This is really good. We don't see it in Dragoncraft decks too much, but as a free-to-play player, this is a card you get just for leveling up your Dragoncraft class. It is very nice. It lets you do 2 things when you evolve, not just give it +2/+2, or any amount of stats, right? +1/+1. It also allows you to deal 3 damage to another follower, so you actually get to take out 2 in the same turn.
This is going to be tough. I mean, there is the option for Noxious to play the Little Soul Squasher, which is a card that's hidden behind the 6/6 play point counter. And what it says is Necromancy 4, which means if you spend 4 of your shadows, the skulls there on the right side of the screen, you get this effect to destroy an evolved enemy follower. And Alliestrasza just evolved the Dragon Warrior.
Now, the big question is, do you want to use your shadows up that early just to take out something you probably can take out pretty easily anyway? Or do you wait for one of those bigger followers to come out later and destroy those?
And the play or rather the Necromancy, the shadows that you spend, are actually a valuable resource. I think this play is just as good.
This is a wonderful play.
Yeah, still do the damage, keep the shadows, do damage to face, and develop the 6/1.
That's right. Now, Alliestrasza, I mean, she has a lot of options at her disposal here. I mean, she can go back into the tank, draw 2 more cards. She probably does want to get rid of that O-Dial, though. That O-Dial is representing 8 damage next turn. That is a lot. Probably need to get rid of that.
There's not a lot of options to play alongside the Draconic Fervor, which is... You kind of want to ramp, and the heal is useful.
Right.
You might draw into something, but it's kind of risky.
That's a super risky play. I think another Dragon Warrior here would be a great play. Yep. Looking like what Allie's going to do here.
Yes, and Evolution Orbs are a very valuable resource in this game overall, but especially for Dragon, because in the late game, that can mean the difference of closing the game out in 2 or 3 turns after getting to that point, or having the game drag out for a very, very long
It's that age-old question, right? How do I play my big creature, follower, whatever you want to call them, you know what I mean, whatever you reference them as, and still get away with not dying that turn? Oh, I have an Evolution Orb at the ready. I can take out their big follower, and then mine sticks.
There it is. The little Soul Squasher being played out by Noxious, and you can see how powerful that effect is. 4 followers on board, and the ability to assist that with one of the 2 Demon Lord Ectors he has in hand.
Yeah, so Demon Lord Ectar, if you guys are not familiar, that's kind of one of the biggest reasons you play Shadowcraft. Gives your entire board +2/+0. If you have 8 shadows, it will produce 2 2/2s that get +2/+0 also and rush.
The
Which
big
is crazy.
danger to be thinking about right now is if that Demon Lord Ector comes down, now the board space is maximum of 5, so one of the skeletons is going to have to go in. If the Demon Lord Ector comes down, you're going to be looking at 4, 5, +6, 11 damage, plus the Evolution Orb. That's lethal right there if you don't have Ward. And definitely need to think about clearing, but is it going to be enough?
So we've got 4 + 6, 10 plus Evolution is 12.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
And I'm sure Noxious
If
knows.
not, unless Noxious doesn't see it.
It's screaming. It should be screaming.
There's 2 of them sitting in hand. It's
Yep.
probably screaming. He might want to take it a little easy on Allie. We'll see.
No,
no, not taking it easy.
Well, he could go for the board trade here.
No. If he's playing Ectar, he's going for it.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, no.
And that will spell doom.
Everything
for
was
Alliestrasza.
communicated by Alliestrasza's face right there.
Yeah.
Just
Come on.
raised eyebrows, the nod of, okay, this
At
is
least she
happening.
got the turtle into play.
Yeah,
I'm happy
she did
about
get
that.
the turtle.
Yeah.
Well, ramp dragon sometimes. You definitely need to have the options available, especially once you get